Welcome, Glow Getters. I'm Jamie, your host of Let's Glow. As a medical esthetician, internationally trained laser specialist, exercise physiologist, certified nutrition coach, and the co owner of two fabulous medical spas called Glow Laser Aesthetics in Michigan, it is my goal to help you to live your best skin life. Today, we're going to tackle a common concern that I hear a lot about, and it affects so many of us. It's dark circles and puffy eyes. Today, I want to discuss what causes these issues, the best treatments, home care tips, and even some lifestyle changes that can help. So let's dive in and learn about how to keep our eyes looking fresh and radiant. First, let's understand what exactly we're dealing with. Dark circles and puffiness around the eyes can make us look tired and older than we feel. Knowing the signs and causes can help us to address these issues more effectively and combat them. First, puffiness. We all know what it looks like. It's swelling around the eye area, can give you a tired or aged appearance and make you look like you haven't slept in years. The bags below the eyes are often accentuated by a mild or deep line underneath, making them look more prominent. Dark circles can give you that purple or bluish darkness or tinge of color under your eye, near the tear troughs. It just makes you look fatigued, upset, all the things that you may or may not be, but we want to take care of this. Understanding and digging in a little bit we definitely can help. So, common causes. You didn't just wake up like this. Sometimes you did, but there's reasons for it. So, first of all, we can have a breakdown of fatty tissue and collagen around that eye area. As we age, this can happen. The support structures of the skin weaken, and this leads to sagging. The weakening of the muscle structure around the eyelids can also release its hold on the fatty tissues. Basically, it's not holding everything in anymore, so it leads to puffiness. Puffiness around the eyes can also be hereditary. It can be from sun exposure and just the result of normal aging. We also see this triggered by inflammation from food sensitivities. So we'll chat a little more about that later on in the show, how to help with gut health related to these eye issues. UV damage. I say it all the time, but sun exposure, it really accelerates this collagen breakdown around the eyes. So definitely, SPF is our BFF. I say it all the time, but I mean it. And then, of course, like I said, the normal aging process weakens the skin structures. And then another factor too is certain medications can also cause water retention and puffiness. Next, dark circles. These are, oh my gosh, sometimes we battle with them. We may earn them with a late night, but what about those of us that we're not staying out late? We're taking care of our skin, we're drinking our water. What is happening? What is causing this? So, there are multiple factors that can be going on. So, these are just a few of them. Again, with that collagen loss, we can actually be seeing those blood vessels closer to the surface more visibly because the skin is thinning. Also, fatty tissue loss, just as we age, can also hollow the appearance. Allergies can cause inflammation and blood vessel dilation. Our medications can also affect the blood flow and fluid retention around the eyes. And of course, lack of sleep, fatigue, this all reduces blood circulation and can cause that darkening. Anemia. If you are anemic, oftentimes the oxygen supply to the tissue around your eyes is reduced, and this can make your skin actually look dull. Side note, if you suspect you are anemic, I do recommend going to your primary physician and chatting with them about that. Smoking and vaping. This accelerates skin aging altogether and causes blood vessel constriction, which can also make those dark circles just really prominent. So, like I said before, no judgment, but do yourself a favor and maybe cut back on smoking and vaping or quit altogether. And then you'll have more money for bougie skincare products. So, yay for that. Next, dehydration makes our skin look dull and enhances these dark circles, sinus congestion, and just overall inflammation. The primary goal in treating dark circles and puffiness is to rebuild and strengthen the tissues around the eyes while also addressing lifestyle factors that can contribute to these issues. So let's talk about this. First of all, I own a medical spa. I'm a medical esthetician. I have to mention non invasive professional options first. So this includes facial, like a facial massage. And hello, bougie facials are also amazing, but they're also functional. So it's not just all fluff and sitting around eating bonbons all day. That's totally dating myself here. But a monthly facial can increase the circulation of your skin in general, particularly around the eyes, reduces puffiness, and improves skin tone. I absolutely love when an esthetician incorporates lymphatic drainage into the facial. So this can be done mechanically, it can be done with a suction tool, but it helps to reduce puffiness and enhance the flow of fluid through your face, like the lymph fluid. This reduces swelling, removes toxins. I absolutely love this when, like I said, the suction tools are amazing, but I also love when an esthetician can do gua sha or facial cupping on my face. The use of LED therapy is also amazing. I love the red or near infrared light. This reduces inflammation, improves circulation, and promotes collagen production. So, yay for that. It's an excellent non invasive treatment for that delicate eye area and just your face in general. So, if you have a SD bestie that you love to go to or a medical spa in your area, or a spa that offers really great facials, ask about that. The lymphatic drainage aspect will really help with those eye issues. Now, looking at best product ingredients. So, this is to help equip you when you do go and purchase products, whether it is at a medical spa and it's clinical grade, or you're going to like Sephora, Ulta, or even online, ingredients to look for. So, first up, niacinamide is a really great one. It reduces inflammation, it improves skin texture, and brightens the under eye area. Humectants like hyaluronic acid, and if you've been listening to some of my previous episodes, I love a great hyaluronic acid for everyone, every skin type. It attracts and retains moisture, it plumps the skin and reduces the appearance of fine lines. Even our oily skin beauties out there can use hyaluronic acid. There's a difference between oiliness and true moisture in the skin. Next up, vitamin K. So, for an eye cream to have vitamin K in it, it is so amazing because it actually helps those overactive capillaries that are close to the surface to retract. So, this reduces the appearance of dark circles by strengthening these capillary walls and improving the blood clotting. It helps to diminish discoloration. So I love a great eye cream that has vitamin K in it. Also, caffeine is a great ingredient for under eyes. It reduces puffiness by constricting those blood vessels and improving circulation. So, looking for eye creams that have these things in them are going to not only help to tighten the skin, but also to truly make these overactive blood vessels and capillaries retract. So, you're actually doing a therapeutic treatment, not just masking the issue with makeup. Next, peptides, they support collagen production and improve skin elasticity. This makes the skin actually firmer around the eyes and smoother. Stem cells and growth factors, I love. This promotes skin regeneration and repair and helps to reduce the signs of aging. Some notable things to add as well. Now, you wouldn't technically use these directly under the eye in that really delicate tissue, but you would basically use this for your face, but up to like the zygomatic arch, which is also your cheekbones. So, the highest part of your cheekbones right before you get to that sensitive under eye area. So, incorporating vitamin A, or also known as retinol, can help to reduce the appearance of fine lines and dark circles by that close proximity. So, Again, being really careful, this does not go directly under the eyes. Same with vitamin C, with a vitamin E. These are antioxidants that help to brighten the skin and protect it from free radical damage. Vitamin C also supports collagen production. So, just like your vitamin A, known as right now, just be really careful under the eye. AHAs, also known as alpha hydroxy acids, these also can be incorporated, again, not directly under the eye, but it helps to gently exfoliate the skin. As far as alpha hydroxy acids and retinols, start with 1 or 2 times a week, non consecutive days. And retinols, I like to incorporate them at night when I am introducing them. So, be mindful of a little bit of extra flaking or irritation. You can also mix them with your moisturizer as well if you feel like they're just a little too much. When I need to mention again SPF, so daily incorporating SPF into your routine. And in a previous episode, I talked about the order that you use your skincare. And to recap that, if you're going with the bare minimum, a great cleanser, a performance serum like hyaluronic acid, a moisturizer for your skin type, and your SPF. Those, if you're going bare bones, that's what I recommend every single day. Of course, you can incorporate toners, you can incorporate multiple serums, an eye cream, but as far as the bare minimums, that's what I recommend. Other ingredients that can really help to brighten your skin, you might see these incorporated with some of those other performance ingredients I just mentioned. So things like bearberry and licorice root. These brighten your skin and help reduce hyperpigmentation. You can look for azelaic acid. This helps to even out the skin tone and reduce dark spots. Kojic acid also is effective in reducing dark spots and pigmentation. So, just a couple things that you can look for when you're perusing online or Sephora, Ulta, all those places. Now, also, I do recommend maybe go to your local medical spa or spa in general to talk to a talented esthetician, have them assess your skin and help you to pick out what's best for your skin. Now, taking care of your skin at home is just as important as the professional treatments. I absolutely love to use this analogy to my clients at Glow because that way they really understand how important it is for the home care. They come in for these great treatments and it's like this. So you're going to the dentist to get your teeth cleaned. Your teeth feel great. They're amazing. They're deep cleaned by the hygienist. And then you go home and decide not to brush your teeth until you go back in a few months or 6 months or a year, if you're like some people, to get your teeth cleaned again. This is exactly like it. Clinical skincare treatments are wonderful. They pack a big punch, but we still need our clients to be doing daily maintenance and following their program. So, let's talk about what you can do at home since we're talking like 80% of your results is what you're doing at home. First of all, we want to not overuse our products. We don't want to bring them too close to the eye cavity, like I talked about. We want to apply our ingredients gently with a tapping motion at the ocular orbit so that's like the tissue around your eyes to avoid irritation. So I'm talking about eye creams here. So not caking it on, using just enough. Oftentimes, the size of a BB for each eye is really all you need. So your products should actually last you quite a long time if you're not overusing them. Using a great product with those ingredients we talked about, not overusing them, making sure also some things you can be doing is along with your SPF, wear sunglasses and sun hats. This will help to shield that delicate area around your eyes from UV rays. Also consider blue light glasses. So if you're on screen time a lot, this helps against digital strain. And there's a lot of research coming out about how blue light affects our skin as well. I will be doing an episode on that, so definitely stay tuned. I also love to incorporate lymphatic drainage into my daily ritual at home. This improves the circulation and reduces puffiness of the face. And it's something you can do right at home. So consider maybe adding gua sha to your regular skincare routine. And if you don't know much about gua sha, there's so much on YouTube and Instagram about this and how to properly do gua sha. Adding gua sha to your regular skincare routine and some other great tools and techniques can really help you with this issue of dark circles and puffiness at home. So, again, making sure you're taking care of your skin at home in addition to your great treatments that you're getting at a medical spa or with your favorite esthetician. So, adding things like a cold compress, first of all, reduces swelling, constricts blood vessels. You can apply this cold compress for a few minutes in the morning to reduce this puffiness. I also love ice rollers. They're great for reducing puffiness and soothing the skin. Gently roll an ice roller under the eye to decrease swelling. But I like to do very gently, starting from the inner part of the eye and working my way out. You do have lymph nodes that are located on the side of your face, on the side of your skull, that we want to be moving everything toward those areas. So think like moving toward your hairline. And like I mentioned before, facial massage tools like jade rollers and gua sha stones can help to improve circulation and reduce puffiness. If you are going to want to chill your jade rollers, don't put them in the freezer. This can crack your stone. Put them in the fridge, and this really does the trick. Same with your gua sha. If you'd like a chilled gua sha, I do not recommend putting in the freezer as well. Now, when you're using gua sha or jade rollers, you use gentle strokes to enhance lymphatic drainage. Again, you can find maps of this and tutorials all over the place, but there's a lot of confusion on the technique and the pressure to be used. So, as far as pressure, which you won't see really in these tutorials unless they mention it, the pressure I recommend for both these tools is no more than the pressure you would use to frost a cake. So you're not going in really aggressively. When we frost a cake, we're very gentle. So treat your face this way. You don't need to try to touch the bones of your face here, just a very gentle flow, gentle strokes, frosting the beautiful cake. Next, another great thing that you can do that doesn't cost you any money, it just is something you can incorporate, is sleep with your head a little bit elevated. You could use a little extra pillow to prevent fluid from accumulating around the eyes during the night. Just that little bit of elevation can really work wonders. If you're someone that sleeps with your face smashed into the pillow, maybe try this little bit of elevation also. And I really like silk or satin pillowcases as well. If you're one of these stomach sleepers or side sleepers, that will just really be a lot more gentle on your skin. Next, let's chat about what we put into our body. So, this is just as important as what we put on our skin. So, again, these are things that you can control at home, this 80% of your results. So, first of all, thinking about a balanced diet rich in fruits, vegetables, lean proteins, healthy fats. We all hear this stuff. There's no lack of information out there on eating healthy and everything, but really when you think about it from a different angle, this is to really help your skin and nourish you from the inside out. So focusing on those really great foods that are high in antioxidants, vitamins, minerals. So what does that look like? So first of all, vitamin C is so good for our skin externally and a topical, internally ingesting it. So things with high vitamin C that we, love. So oranges, strawberries, bell peppers, lots of different foods have vitamin C in it, but these boost collagen production and brighten the skin from the inside out. Also iron-rich foods. So spinach, lentils, red meat, these can all really help as well from the inside out. And again, if you have a suspicion, if you're anemic and low on iron, I highly recommend you consult your primary physician to discuss that and to get tested for that. So, hydrating foods also, cucumbers, watermelon, celery. This helps us to stay hydrated from the inside out. And thinking about also, there's things you can throw into your water like cucumber, lemon, all that helps you to stay hydrated. It's very detoxifying as well. And antioxidant rich foods, blueberries, nuts, green tea, and so many others can help to protect your skin from damage and improve the overall health. So, incorporating these foods into your diet can have a positive impact in the appearance of your skin in general and your under eye area. Also, talking about some supplements you can include. First, when I have a client come to me and they are struggling with their skin, whether it's an acne issue, lackluster skin, excessive dryness, excessive sensitivity, some things we dig into. And this is just coming from my exercise physiology background and nutrition background. And some of the basics that I really recommend for everyone, even if you're not having skin issues, is first of all, an essential fatty acid. Now, I know we're conditioned to love to hate fat, but fat actually is our friend. So we need essential fatty acids for our brain, our skin. So many functions in the body are reliant on essential fatty acids. Things like omega 3. So you may hear about this in like fish oil, flaxseed oil, avocado, all those things. I do recommend if you're not taking an essential fatty acid, consider taking one. So if you can't do fish, of course, there are flaxseed oil, avocado oil, lots of other alternatives. Just look for a supplement that is like EPA approved. So that means that it's cleared for any of those heavy metals and toxins that can be in some of our fish. Vitamin C, of course, I feel like a broken record, but ingesting vitamin C is really great for boosting collagen production, brightens the skin. I'm talking inside out. Adding a great vitamin C can really just help overall. There are other options like an ester C that is buffered. So if you get a little bit of stomach irritation as well, always consult your physician if you're confused or go see a registered dietitian just to make sure you're getting on the right stuff. But most of us do not have a totally perfect diet. I am the first to admit it. I'm not the best with fruits and vegetables. I hate to admit that. True. So I do really rely on taking some really good supplements to help me with this. Next, vitamin K. Topically, we talked about how it strengthens capillary walls, helps that darkness to like retract. But taking it internally as well is really great. And you can really find some great supplements that even have vitamin C with vitamin K, vitamin D and K, lots of great combos. But you can also find this in leafy vegetables like green vegetables, kale, spinach, all the things. Next, chatting about some other things that we can do and some other things that may be causing this. I briefly touched on allergy medication and antihistamines. Well, on the one side, this kind of can help with inflammation. It may be causing it as well. So maybe take a deeper dive into that. You know, what you're taking may be causing that. Maybe you need to be put on something different or a different choice of allergy meds. So talking to your doctor is really recommended with that. So some other things that we have control over is improving our sleep patterns, making sure we have enough rest. So our body needs to power down every day to rejuvenate. And this is when we have cell turnover. So if we're truly not resting, your body is not optimally rejuvenating and regenerating. They call for 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep a night. Full disclosure, I usually get about 6, but I really try to make sure that 6 hours of mine is quality. So I try to power down at night. Blue light is known for keeping us up a little longer by tricking our brain into thinking it's daytime and it's time to be ready to rock and go do something. So when you power down, I power down about an hour before bed. Also, I stop eating about 2 to 3 hours before bed if I can. I try not to drink too much liquid before bed. No one likes to be up a million times a night. And then this is maybe a little bit out of the realm for some people, but I also, when I'm having a hard time falling asleep, I do my ABC gratitude ritual. So, what that is, and this is very calming to me, and someone else taught me this because sometimes we get that mind tornado and it's really hard to sleep. So, I start with the letter A and I think of something I'm grateful for, starting with A. Then I go to B, then C, and onwards. So oftentimes, though, I get like halfway through and I'm just feeling so calm and I just fall asleep. So very rarely do I make it to Z. And if I do, then I start over and I think of another A, B, C, and onwards. So this might help someone out there. So if you do have a hard time falling asleep because you get the mind tornado, maybe try the gratitude alphabet. It's really effective for me and it just helps me to calm and be relaxed enough to sleep. Also, I sometimes add things to my to-do list when I'm trying to fall asleep and I just can't stop thinking about something I need to do. So do that and just know you wrote it down and you can address it in the morning. So hopefully those few little tips help. So while discussing skin and skin health, I also do not want to leave out probiotics. So gut health is the root of so many issues. This can affect our overall wellness and well being. So, the gut is actually known as like our second brain as well. There's so much amazing research out there on how our gut biome directly correlates into our emotions, our thoughts, cognitive functions, and also the way our skin is looking. So, let's talk about this a bit. So, probiotics, if you're not using them, I highly recommend this. So, we're going to help to reduce inflammation. It enhances the skin's natural barrier function by helping the gut biome, which kind of leads to a catalyst of everything else. And you will find that you're going to feel better, even. And like I said, probiotics are known for helping to increase this gut biome. What to look for when you're adding a probiotic. So, you want to look for multiple strains. This will give you a broader range of benefits to support gut health. And it's closely linked to skin health. So, looking for a product with 3 to 5 strains. I like to look for a product that is allergen free because you have underlying sensitivities that you might not even realize. So look for a product that is allergen free from things like dairy, gluten, soy, artificial additives. These could be potentially irritating your skin and you don't even realize it. Next, as far as gut health, too, reducing alcohol, sugar, caffeine, these can wreak havoc on our gut biome and dehydrate the skin. And this correlates to that puffiness again. So, caffeine is a diuretic, alcohol is a diuretic. We're just like spinning our wheels if we're continually over consuming caffeine, and your couple cups of coffee is not going to do anything unless you're super sensitive to it. But I'm talking someone who is drinking like monsters all day. I know these people. They'll drink several monsters, drink no water, then have some cocktails at night. So if that's you, let's just try to back off that and add a little more water. And we talked about things you can control also. So starting to work on your stress reduction, stress relieving techniques like yoga, meditation, mindfulness, breathing exercises, even that gratitude ABCs. You don't have to wait until you're having a hard time falling asleep to add that in, but choosing something daily that will be stress relieving is highly recommended because really this correlates to gut health, this correlates to skin health, correlates to your outward appearance and just how you feel in general. And since we're all about living our best life, including our best skin life, we definitely need to incorporate something stress relieving. Avoiding excess salt. So, this will prevent water retention that causes this puffiness around the eyes. Most of us know this, but it's a great reminder that limiting salt intake, especially with heavily processed snacks, which are like really high salt intake, this can really help with that. Now, a side note too is I'm not saying go salt free. I'm not saying go low sodium because not everyone needs to be on a low sodium type of nutrition plan. Again, if you are suspecting that you need to be on one, if there's some different issues going on, definitely consult your registered dietitian or your physician. But I'm talking those over processed snacks that are just loaded. Limiting those will have your skin thanking you later. And that leads me to also, and I've mentioned this before in previous episodes, hydration is so important for our skin. So, making sure we're drinking plenty of water to keep our skin hydrated and healthy. This is, basically for our whole body too. Oftentimes, when something's happening in the skin, it's already coming from internal. So, staying well hydrated will also help you to think clearly, have great energy. It's just so essential for maintaining a healthy body and healthy skin. So, my recommendation is to take your body weight, cut it in half, and that's how many ounces a day to shoot for great health, great skin. So, what this looks like, if you weigh 160 pounds, we're aiming for 80 ounces of water a day. Now, if you're thinking, yeah, Jamie, here's how I want you to approach this. So it's about setting a goal and just working toward it every day. So if you're someone who's doing just a few glasses of water, say 30 ounces a day, that's fine. But let's think about adding another 10 ounces tomorrow. And so then you're at 40 and see how that feels. And the next day, maybe add a few more ounces. So every day that you're getting closer to that goal is a win. So don't think that you have to be super perfect with all this stuff right away because that is just not reality. We want to make sure we're working toward our goal. So some other things you can do to get that water in is, for one, one of my favorite little tricks is to take frozen sliced strawberries. Now, not the one strawberry shortcake with that are delicious and in 5 cups of sugar, but these sliced frozen strawberries, I throw a handful in my water bottle and they diffuse even after a half hour. The water is like strawberry water. It's delicious. So you can also add lemon to that, cucumber to that. I love also doing like a lemon mint type of water, cucumber mint. There's so many combinations that you can do. But yeah, that strawberry water is a game changer. I actually discovered it when I was at a conference a few years back. They had it in one of the rooms, and I was like, what? I probably drank 5 gallons of water that day. But yeah, just doing things that kind of spruce the water up and make it a little more interesting for you. I'm not a huge fan of artificial sweeteners, but if you must use Crystal Light or one of like Mio's or something like that to make it a little more palpable to you until you get into the big habit of drinking water with just infusion, that is better than not drinking it. So again, we're not going for perfection here. We're not going for you've got to hit all these goals at one time or you're failing because it's not like that's not real life. So we're looking for a 1% improvement every day. So yeah, whatever you need to do to get that water in your body and your skin, thank you. So we covered like a lot today, lots of different things. So if you ever need to reach out to me, I do have my contact information in the notes on this episode. But I hope you found these tips for dark circles and puffy eyes helpful. Just remember, a combination of professional treatments and the right products and those healthy lifestyle choices can make a significant difference, and you are in control of that. Think of the dental analogy and what you're doing at home. So that 80% is what you have control over, and the rest, us professionals, love to see you in our treatment rooms. And basically, if you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe, leave an honest review, and share it with your friends. A link to some of my favorite skincare products and supplements, along with my contact information, can be found in the episode description. And glowing skin is always in. We are here for it. Until next time, keep glowing and living your best skin life. This is Jamie signing off. See you next time on Let's Glow.